When it was revealed that Dexter Morgan, Michael C. Hall, would be making a comeback in Dexter, Resurrection, you could understandably roll your eyes. Even the strongest Dexter fan had to question whether the legacy of TV's greatest good guy serial killer was being ruined by the constant attempts to remedy terrible series finales. With a unique premise and an emotional update of our anti-hero, Resurrection has turned out to have the best episodes in the franchise, with the exception of some of the early seasons of the original series. The sixth episode of Cats and Mouse features serial murderer collector Leon Prater, played by Peter Dinklage, acting more enigmatic than ever before, while Dexter is being pursued by Angel Batista, played by David Zayas. As usual, Dexter takes solace in eliminating the evil men, so he places the Gemini killer, Gareth, David Malkian, on his table. However, a surprising reveal reveals that Gemini is still alive because the serial killer is actually twin siblings. We question how long Dexter can continue this before he is apprehended and revealed for who he truly is as he takes off in Prater's chopper to an unexpected location. The stranglehold on Dexter's universe further tightens in Course Correction, Episode 7. Dexter is prepared to murder every member of the club belonging to Leon Prater. Leon Prater's helicopter lands at a rural castle at the beginning of the episode. Charlie, Uma Thurman, objects to their level of exposure, but Prater yells at her to comply. With Lowell gone and Mia having to be silenced for good, he's not feeling well. The news hits Dexter hard, but he keeps his composure. Although the group raises a toast to Lady Vengeance, Dexter's voiceover indicates that he is aware that she did not commit suicide. Dexter has more intriguing ideas, but a dinner spread is prepared for Red, Al, Eric Stonestreet, and Gareth. Whatever is going on with Prater needs to happen quickly since Dexter would really like to play Dad, and Harrison, Jack Alcott, wants to accompany him on a college tour. Al, a serial murderer who goes by Rapunzel, presents a video of himself pursuing a female runner in the woods because Prater wants it to be a show and tell between Al and the dark passenger. As the others eagerly witness this innocent woman being killed on video and having her ponytail chopped off, Dexter feels compelled to watch. This boogeyman social club has lost its appeal to Dexter. He thinks, they all have to die, time to go as soon as possible. But for the time being, he must put on a show in which he plays Red. Dexter's better angel remains his conscience, played by James Remar's character, Harry, his father. His kid is upset and talks about how Harry committed suicide after learning who Dex was. Harry reminds him that even at this point, he should not pretend to be someone else since he has a greater mission. Dexter makes the decision not to pose as Red. Rather, he will be himself, in a way. Ronald Red Schmidt, according to him, is merely a tiresome facade. The dark passenger is always being held back by him. All of them have to wear masks or risk being exposed. When one of his victims passes away, Dexter acknowledges that he is saddened because he has to put the mask back on. Despite going by a different identity, Dexter's relationship with these individuals is as genuine as ever. Prater is not amused by it all, but rather depressed. Dexter takes out the other Gemini murderer. Angel Batista, David Zayas, who is certain that Mia did not kill her, is back at the police station with detectives Wallace, Katia Saraf, and Oliva, Dominic Famosa. Angel is aware of Dexter's intelligence, but Wallace isn't yet convinced by his notion. He is certain that he is somehow responsible. Since Mia's fingerprints were found on every one of her prizes but Ryan's watch, they are also not entirely sure that she killed Ryan Foster. The fact that Dexter never disclosed the specifics of his kills during his presentation intrigues Gareth. That is Prater's preference. Dexter starts to question whether Gareth is wary of him as he talks more. He'll have to deal with that shortly, but first, according to a private conversation with Prater, the presenter admired Red's vulnerability. He talks about how, when he was a child, a drunk driver killed his parents. Later, while incarcerated, he wrote the man a letter. In fact, the man replied back with no regrets. When Prater eventually met the individual, he told him that his actions weren't random. He intentionally struck their automobile out of rage. As a result of Prater's many visits, the prisoner eventually admitted that he had previously killed someone and escaped punishment. Prater truly felt a connection to him because of that admission. He would never again be a fearful boy. Determined not to be scared, he began contacting other killers when his parents' killer passed away in prison. Dexter and Gareth have a private conversation. Although the Gemini killer denies it, he tells him that he is aware that he is a twin. Gareth urges Dexter to stop talking, but he appears excited. He is so irritated that he fails to realize that Dexter has added something to his wine glass. When Dexter confesses that he is jealous of what he has, Gareth smiles and finally acknowledges the truth. Dexter wonders if he experienced any chest discomfort when he fatally stabbed his sibling last night. The phony Red cuts Dexter's throat while feigning self-defense because Gareth is furious, smashing a wine glass and attempting to murder him in front of everyone. To give the impression that Gareth killed Lowell and intended to kill everyone else, Dexter manipulates events. Charlie isn't sure, but Prater and Al purchase it. Batista, Angel, Resurrection Episode 7, closes in on Dexter. After making the decision to turn his life around and seek a profession in criminal justice, Harrison attends Collins College of Criminology in New York, but his father is too busy to make it to the tour on time. A young, blonde woman named Gigi strikes up a discussion with him while he waits. They appear to like each other based on their facial expressions, even though she is the tour guide. Harrison is upset that his father was late, but he has more pressing issues to deal with because Detective Wallace is waiting for him in the lecture hall and sees him right away. She is there to discuss the New York Ripper as the guest lecturer. Dexter enters the room as soon as she begins talking. Wallace also sees him. Uncomfortable. Wallace talks about how the Ripper no longer murders people but still uses ominous phone calls to haunt the relatives of his victims. She even plays one of the conversations and displays pictures from the crime scene. Harrison looks at his father as Wallace discusses how psychopaths lack emotional intelligence and are unable to love. Dexter discusses it with his kid after the presentation. He is aware that he doesn't experience love in the same way as other people, but he also understands that his feelings for Harrison are distinct from those for other people.